Hey, I got the Wowtac A6 in front of me here. Tonight we're going to be doing a review on it. And before we get started, that light, it'll come with a clip, micro USB charger, and then a spare O-rings and charging port rubber. The light itself, as you can see there, I've had it in here for over 5 minutes. It is waterproof. I've done this more than once. Dry her out a little. This is an awesome little light. When I mean little, this has got to be the smallest 18650 powered light I've owned. Maybe the little old lights beat it, I don't know. But as far as brightness and output, the light itself is not much bigger than 18650. A little bit bigger, but you get the point. And the battery it comes with is a 9.6 watt 2600 milliamp hour battery, and this does get charged through the port right here. And as far as modes, typical Wowtac, it has your long press, same with like through nights. By the way, these are technically supported by through night. You go in your small firefly mode if you long press it, click it on, you're in the low mode, hold it, medium mode, and then high mode, and then you double click turbo. And if you notice the beam pattern there, we'll go outside and get some good shots of it, but I like this well-focused beam on this little small light. And we'll cover the specs on it real quick. It's running it's not saying what it's running for a bulb. I thought it was a Cree XML. For how small that bulb is, my guess it's a Cree XML2 emitter. I'm not seeing it on here, but we're going to go with that. But as far as output, your Firefly's a half a lumen for 104 days. Low, 12 lumens, 104 hours, which is quite a lot for 12 lumens. And then medium, 80 lumens for 16 hours. And then high, 3.5 hours at 400 lumens. And then your turbo, 1460 lumens for 2 minutes, and then it steps down and will run at 210 minutes on high. And we'll test that out. 174 meters of throw, 1.5 meters impact resistance, waterproof IPX8 for 2 meters, which you see there. You have no worries about getting it wet. Now the impact, I've already dropped it numerous times. 1.5 meters. You don't have no issues. I've yet to have a Wowtac go out because of dropping it. And most of the time when you drop it out of your pocket, you're looking at about 1 meter. And I've hit dead hard cement. I had the bezel crack on one once, and I think that was the Zoomy. But other than that, this light is just, to me, is ideal on account of how small it is, compact. And one thing I noticed was hoping, but it's not, you can't put your clip in both spots, the front or back. You can just do it on the back. It's a rather large clip. That thing ain't going nowhere. And line it up with the button, then you always know where it is. Pretty awesome light. But we're going to go out and get started on it. But before I do that, actually, I'm going to do a heat test on it. We're going to leave it on for 2 minutes and set the camera up, take a temp of it. All right, we're going to start this out. If you look here, we're at about in the 60s up by that light, or the switch, 62, 64 degrees. And we'll get her rolling. I'm going to leave the camera running because I want to see if it drops down below that before. There's some hot glue. The bottom is 54, and up to the top, currently at 38 seconds, is still, well, there's about 75 degrees right there. Perfect seconds. Ready? The hottest it is right up next to the switch. The body's still in the 50s. There's 2 minutes. I'm pretty sure it did drop down. We'll have to look on the camera when it did. You can see there, not even getting over 90 degrees with it. That's pretty nice. And the light's not even hardly warm. Like I said, it's barely 90 degrees up on there. So that's pretty neat. Alright, before we get too much adverse weather here, we're going to start this out and shine this Wowtac A6 up against my lux meter that is 4 meters away and then calculate the throw. And there is turbo. Alright, that was 572 lux times 40 square 16 divided by 25 lux equals 36,608. So we're at 36,608. We got us 100, almost 200 meters of throw. Pretty nice. Anything upwards of 200 meters, pushing 200 meters for a light that small, that's pretty awesome. On to some beam shots. Alright, for starters, that is a tree that is 62 meters away. And I am on high mode on this Wowtac, and this light is small. That's turbo at 62 meters. Pretty nice intense beam for how small this light is, I'm telling you. What we're going to do is quick move down to a tree at 94, and it picks that tree up just beautiful. And behind it, that whole wood line, you're talking from about 140 on the way down there, about 190 meters, and it lights it up. You could see if there's an animal or something there quite easily. I'm telling you, this thing isn't too much bigger than your thumb. Pretty neat. Look at this. Lighting the whole field up. There's an animal out in that road, whatever that is. See the eyes blinking. I don't know what that is. Alright, here's my Chevy Silverado halogen lights. And we're going to take this Wowtac and compare it with that on turbo. That's the Wowtac on turbo. Chevy truck lights, Wowtac. Give you a good indication on the light output. All right, we're going to do a little bit closer range here. Right up there is a slide and a swing set that's about 100 feet away. And I'm in the low mode on this Wowtac. That's medium. And them trees with them reflectors on it are upwards of 120 feet away. And that's high. And a good spill and good throw. Moving it, trying to go back farther. That trampoline up there is over a couple hundred feet away. That's turbo. Pretty awesome little light. Real awesome little light. I'm impressed with this thing for the size and the amount of throw. A decent amount of spill. Just on high mode alone is beautiful. I'm going to set this down somewhere and leave it on turbo. And we're going to shut the camera off and wait about 3 minutes, up to 5, and then I'm going to turn it back on. And we'll see if it dims down. We'll do it right there. It's been about 2 minutes, so we're going to look on this camera and see if it dimmed down. I think it did, to be honest with you. I wasn't watching it. I'm going to double click it. Yep, it dimmed down. Funny thing is, it's not even warm to the touch. It's got a good step down on it, that's for sure. You're not going to overheat the light. What it's doing is gradually dropping down. And if I were to take it and click it, double click, there's hot. Pretty neat though. I like this light. So there you are, the Wowtac A6. Beautiful light. Very small, compact. I really like the compactness of this light. Does an incredible job. Good battery life too. As I said before, they're technically supported by ThruNite. Go ahead and check them links out down below on this flashlight, and you'd be impressed. If you don't know what Wowtac is yet, you haven't had one, go ahead and get one. You'll see what I'm talking about. Pretty neat. There you go. Till next time.